What's up, everyone? How are you doing? I'm here with another yoga flow for you. Pillow decided to join us. He even got a little haircut yesterday, so he looks super cute and puppy today. I pulled this card for us. You can kind of see it. There we go. So this card is about the Fiddle Leaf fig. It is a plant full of commitment. And the Fiddle Leaf fig is a show-stopping plant that gets its name from its capacious leaves, which are shaped like a violin. Like the musical instrument that lends it a name, this plant is a tricky one to master, requiring you to tune in with great sensitivity for it to achieve all of its true potential. Commit to regularly wiping dust from its large leaves to keep your ficus looking beautiful. By taking on this plant, you take on a responsibility not only to water it correctly, but also to stroke the leaves to enable it to photosynthesize efficiently. How neat. So today we're committing to our practice. It's going to be a pretty simple, smooth practice, and it's something that you could do all the time, every day, in the morning, your lunch break, to commit to yourself and to get some movement in your body. So starting off here, we'll come to a nice comfortable seat. I'm sitting up on a blanket. That helps to draw my spine up nice and long. You might choose to also sit on a block and maybe grab your pet for this one. We'll just start off closing the eyes, letting your hands rest comfortably somewhere on your body. Palms down is a bit more grounding. Palms up, inviting in more energy. So whatever you need today, take this moment to settle in, tuning into your breath. Nice, slow, steady inhales and slow, steady exhales. As your breath makes its way up into your nostrils, guiding it all the way down through your chest and even deeper into your belly. Feel that big expanse of your whole body. Really letting the belly expand like a big Buddha belly, and then everything softens down. Your exhale moves back up through your chest, back out your nose. Take this moment to really be here in the present, letting anything that happened before, anything that's gonna happen, any to-do list, stressors, let all of that leave with your exhales. Just keep letting it flow out and out and out. We'll take another big breath in. A good sigh, another one like that, a huge breath in, let out a good audible sigh, let out some sort of noise, feel that release through your body. Great. Now, as we inhale, we're gonna sweep the arms up overhead, and you can imagine that you're drawing all this joy around you, putting it right in between your palms and drawing it down towards your heart. Again, breathing in, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale to draw the palms down towards your heart. One more time, reaching the arms up nice and high. Bringing the joy to your heart. And bring to mind a little seed of gratitude. A little seed for our commitment to the practice or to whatever it is that you're working on in your life. Let that sink in. Very good. We'll start to twist towards the right side. The left hand can come on to your right knee here. The right hand acts like a kickstand behind you. Now the right hand is going to reach on over towards the left knee. So our arms are crossed. Let the chin bow down towards your chest and find a little rock of your head side to side. Taking our eagle arms, we're gonna either hold on to opposite shoulders, or you can try and bind your arms together, bring the palms together. Find a little lift up of the elbows. And when we release, we'll open the arms up for cactus arms. Bending through the elbows, really draw your shoulder blades together. So we're opening up through the whole chest. Perfect. Twisting towards the left. The right hand can come to your left knee. Left arm acts like a kickstand, helping to grow your spine tall towards the sky. And gazing back over your left shoulder. Right hand will stay just as it is. The left hand reaches over for the right knee. Drop your head down. Find some release in your neck by rolling your head side to side. Perfect. Taking our eagle arms, either holding on to opposite shoulders, or if that doesn't feel like enough, eagle arms, lifting the elbows up wherever you are. And really, really breathing into your upper back. Opening into our cactus arms, reaching the arms out really wide. Draw your shoulder blades together here. We'll roll into our tabletop, letting the hands press down in front of you. So we're going to take kind of a funky tabletop. As we exhale, we're going to sink back into a child's pose. As you inhale and come back through your tabletop, we'll also find a bird dog. So the left arm will reach, the right leg will reach. Draw it back into your child's pose. Inhaling, right arm, left leg. Child's pose, and we'll do that one more time on each side. Rising back up, stretch your arm, your leg out. So it doesn't need to be this very precise movement. You know, you can imagine it's like coloring outside of the lines. It's not precise. It might feel uncomfortable, but it's good to do. It's good to just be creative, let the colors flow. Wonderful. Let's come up into our first downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up nice and high here. Pressing through your finger pads. And maybe starting to walk out your dog, bending one knee, then the other. The eyes can close down and let the head hang down heavy. Good, we'll start to walk our feet all the way up to our hands. Finding a forward fold at the top of the mat with a really generous bend in your knees. The upper body hangs over the lower body. And picturing these roots grounding you, growing down from the soles of your feet into your mat. Start to press through your feet, rising up to standing. Take a big circle of the shoulders down your back. And arms will sweep up overhead. Hands plugging into your heart. Again, sweeping the arms up overhead. And exhaling into your forward fold. Hinge at the hips, bend in your knees. Inhaling, halfway lift with a nice long spine. Exhale to release down. We'll step back into our plank. Watching out for your little pitchy friend if you have one. And then lowering your knees, your chest, your chin, all the way down. Inhaling for your little cobra or upward facing dog. And sending it back, downward facing dog. We'll take about 3 breaths here. So if downward dog doesn't feel very restful for you, by all means come on down into a tabletop or child's pose, whatever does feel restful. And settle in. Maybe a little shifting side to side, noticing your heart beating, your lungs breathing. One more breath, this time on your exhale, letting out that noise, a good audible exhale. We'll all meet up in our downward facing dog. Start to hop or step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhaling to rise up to standing. The arms reach up overhead. Exhaling to come down through a forward fold. Good, inhaling, halfway lift. Long spine, draw your belly towards your back. Great, releasing down. Now the right foot will step back. Finding our low lunge, the right knee can come on down to the mat. Left knee is stacked right over your ankle here, and we'll start to root down to rise up. Arms reaching up high, softening through your face, through your jaw, softening your shoulders. The right hands will come on down to a mat or the block, so the left hand can reach up for a twist. Great, the left hand will come down, we'll step back through our plank. Lowering it all the way down to the mat. For our locust pose, we're gonna stretch the legs long down the mat, reach the arms long by your side, or bind them behind your back. On an inhale, lift your head, lift your heart, and draw everything out nice and long. We're really looking for length here. And in the length, we find the lift. Releasing down, pressing into our upward facing dog, and sending it back up, downward facing dog. The left leg our right leg will step to the top of the mat, coming into our low lunge on the right side. The left knee can come on down. And then when you're ready, you can start to lift your arms up high towards the sky. I got pillow here, so I can't quite put my knee down. There we go. Awesome. Find that softness within your body. Use your energy for the strength, cultivating lots of strength within the softness. The left hands will come on down. The right arm reaches up for a twist. And then the right hands will come down. We're gonna step up into a Malasana squat. I'm gonna turn to face you. So your feet will be about mat's width distance. And your hips will sink on down towards the ground or a block. I think the block is awesome because it gives you a little bit of extra support. It brings the ground closer, so you can really focus on opening up through your hips and getting into the pose. Our elbows are pressing into our knees and vice versa. Maybe it's nice to have a little shift side to side. And we'll bring the left hand down. The right arm reaches up for a twist. And the right hand comes down. The left arm reaches up for a twist. This pose is so good for us, getting deep into the hips. We don't often sit like this, but as kids, you can see kids at the playground always squatting down and playing in the sand. So kind of brings us back to that playful time in our lives, but it's also just really good for mobility and body mechanics. Wonderful. The hands are gonna plant down, the hips reach up nice and high. Wonderful. So grab your block if you have one. You won't need it for this next part, but I find it helpful. The feet will be about hips width distance, and the left hand will come on down to a block or the mat. The right arm reaches up high. And then the right hand will come on down. The left arm reaches up high. You can take a bend in the knee of the hands that's on the block. Perfect. So now the left arm is going to thread under the right, and either holding onto opposite shoulders or finding your eagle arms, slowly rising up to stand. Lift, 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 lift the elbows up. Cactus the arms. Release back down. Find a little bit of a sway here. Maybe a nod of the head, yes. Or a shake, no. Great, the left arm will reach up high again. And the left hand will come down. The right arm reaches up high. Now the right arm threads under the left. Holding onto opposite shoulders, give yourself a big hug. Or your eagle arms, slowly rising back up to standing, lifting the elbows, find a little bit of a back bend. We'll cactus the arms, unwinding here, opening up through your chest, through your heart, letting the heart shine forwards. And release back down. A little sway side to side. Wonderful. We'll come all the way down onto our bottoms or into a nice comfortable lying down position. Maybe knock knees or letting your body reach out, taking up lots of space. Let the eyes close down, softening through your eyebrows, your jaw, your shoulders. Eventually the hands will rest on your body. Maybe one hand over your heart and one on your belly. So we start to turn the breath into a more tangible experience. You can feel your body moving with this fresh air. Notice your breath. Notice those in-between moments between the inhale, the exhale, the inhale. Or there's something new that you didn't see before. And if your pet, your kids, there's noise, if anything is distracting, try to find that focus on your breath. Let that be your anchor. Like the saying goes, can you be calm amongst the storm? One more big breath in for each other for this practice. Bring your palms together, your thumbs pressing into your third eye center, right on your forehead here. We'll take a nice breath in and sigh it out. May you find peace and may you share that peace with the world. Thank you for practicing with me today. I'll see you soon.